Hi, my name is Debbie Gumrin, and I'm doing my speech on type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes mellitus is the most common form of diabetes. It was once called non-insulin dependent diabetes and adult onset diabetes. In 2010, 18.8 million people were diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and 7 million were undiagnosed. Many people go undiagnosed with type 2 diabetes for years and are unaware that they are at high risk for this disease. I'm sure many of us know someone who is suffering from this disease. Once you have listened to my speech, you will be able to understand the disease and who is at risk, symptoms, complications, and how to manage diabetes. What we need to know about diabetes is what is type 2 diabetes. People with type 2 diabetes have high levels of glucose, which is sugar in the blood, which is called hyperglycemia. With type 2 diabetes, insulin, a hormone made by special cells in the pancreas, is produced, but the pancreas does not produce enough insulin in the body, or the body does not use the cells to be used for energy. The body cells may not work properly if the glucose starts to build up into the blood and is unable to get into the cells. When the body does not respond to the cell insulin, this condition is called insulin resistance. Since we know what diabetes is, we would want to know who is at risk for this disease. There are many different risk factors that can contribute to type 2 diabetes. Overweight/obesity, older adults, individuals 40 years and older, a family history of diabetes, race and ethnicity, those who are from Hispanic, Native American, African, Asian, Pacific Islander descent are likely to develop type 2 diabetes more than whites. Smoking, a poor diet, and history of gestational diabetes. There are a few tests done if the doctor suspects that an individual has diabetes. How diabetes is diagnosed is a plasma glucose test, which you fast. This test requires an 8-hour period of fasting, which allows the body to distribute glucose proportionately throughout the body. After fasting, a blood sample is taken and the glucose level is measured. If the level of blood sugar is high at 126 per deciliter, they are labeled as being hyperglycemic and have type 2 diabetes, which means there's too much blood sugar present. Another test is the oral glucose test, commonly used for gestational diabetes. This measures how efficiently the body adjusts to a specific quantity of ingested glucose over a set period of time. Blood samples are taken at specific time intervals to measure the effectiveness of the glucose metabolism and uptake. Testing for diabetes is recommended for those who are overweight and have other risk factors that contribute to the onset of diabetes. Once diabetes is diagnosed, it is important to start a treatment plan to prevent diabetes complications. There are many symptoms associated with type 2 diabetes that may occur. Fatigue, which is feeling tired or weak, the body consumes more energy to compensate for glucose deficiency. Increased hunger, when the blood sugar levels are low and the body thinks it has not been given food and craves more glucose, which the cells need to function. Increased thirst, that your body's trying to replenish the fluids lost through urine. and the kidneys are getting rid of all the extra glucose in the blood and causes the person to urinate more often. Weight loss, the body is not getting enough insulin, and the body thinks it's starving itself and starts breaking down protein from the muscles as another source of energy. Blurred vision, changes to the shape of the lens of the eye, and sores that are slow to heal, and frequent skin infections due to poor circulation. Tingling or numbness in the hands or feet are from nerves being damaged. And these are all the symptoms. Some people may or may not have symptoms for type 2 diabetes for quite some time. Symptoms can vary from person to person. With these symptoms, it is important to know your body. Treatments are available for those who are diagnosed with diabetes, such as healthy diet, losing weight, exercise, medication, checking blood sugars daily, injecting insulin. There are many complications that can occur as well. Cardiovascular disease, such as heart attacks and strokes, neuropathy, nerve damage, blindness, and kidney damage. Today I went through information in regard to type 2 diabetes mellitus. It is a growing epidemic in our country and worldwide. With childhood obesity on the rise, their generation is expected to have a shorter life expectancy. Type 2 diabetes is a chronic lifetime disease and needs to be managed appropriately. A change in lifestyle is needed to control type 2 diabetes from getting worse over time. Knowing and understanding these causes, risk factors, symptoms, and complications and treatments will help manage the disease and live a healthier lifestyle.